Our capital letters are all the same size. They're all tall, and they can all be made with a few different shapes or strokes, as we sometimes call them. So the first one we're going to look at is vertical lines. We're going to highlight all of our vertical lines blue. So first we'll go through and find none in A. There's one in B. And we'll highlight the vertical line in D. There's a vertical line in E. F. Can you find the small vertical line in G? There are two vertical lines in H for us to highlight, and one right in the middle of I. There is one that's not quite as tall on J, a left side vertical line on K, another one on L and M that will also get another one. N has one on the left and one on the right. P has a vertical line, as does R and T. And I think, unless I've missed any, U is our last capital letter with some vertical lines for us to highlight. All right, after our vertical lines, we're gonna highlight our horizontal lines. Those are the lines that go across. So now we'll use our light blue to highlight those horizontal lines. So A has a horizontal line that goes across, and E has three horizontal lines in E. 1, 2, 3. F has 2. There's one horizontal line in G, one horizontal line in H. I, capital I, has 2 horizontal lines, one at the top and one at the bottom. J doesn't always have a horizontal line, but when it does, we see it right at the top. L has a horizontal line at the bottom. There are no horizontal lines in the next several letters. Lots of curves I see, some diagonals. T is our next capital letter with a horizontal line. Some sliding lines, lots of sliding lines, lots of those diagonals in the end of the alphabet. Z is the last one that has horizontals, and it has 2 of them. So now we've highlighted our vertical lines in dark blue, our horizontal lines in light blue. Let's do some diagonal lines. Diagonal lines that are up on the right and down on the left. I'm going to highlight those ones in green. A has a sliding line or a diagonal line that is higher on the right and lower on the left. No diagonals in B, C, D, none of them. I should say the other ones too, none in E. We're gonna keep going all the way to K before we see another sliding line. K has the upper part of its letter that it starts in the top right and it slides down to the left where it then connects with that vertical line. We'll highlight the other sliding line when we get to those. Right now we're gonna go to our next sliding line that looks like these other ones that goes the same direction, and that's gonna be an M. The second half of our M has that kind of sliding line that's up on the right and down on the left. V has one of these. So does W. W actually has 2 of them. Sometimes those lines on W, especially the outside ones, can look kind of vertical, but it's really easier to make our W if all 4 lines are sliding. So W has 2 of them that slide. Now you might notice I skipped some sliding lines in N and Q and R. Those sliding lines go the other direction, so we're gonna highlight those ones purple in just a minute. Let's go ahead and finish off. X has a sliding line that goes from the top right down to the bottom left. So does Y. The long sliding line in Y goes from the top right way down to the bottom left. Z also goes top right, down to the bottom left. All right, that's it for those diagonals. Let's switch over and we're going to highlight the other diagonal lines that slide the opposite direction. We're going to make those ones purple. So A has a diagonal on this side that slides from top left to bottom right. We're going to see another diagonal sliding line in K that goes that same direction. M has one that slides over down to the right. N, after that big line down, we jump up, and we slide away, we slide down to the right. Q also slides down to the right. For R, after we do curve bump, we slide down to the right. And we've got a couple more in these last couple letters of the alphabet, all of these diagonal lines. Look at this. V had a diagonal the other way, but it started in the top left. It went slide down and then slide up to the right. W also started in the top left, slide down, and then it slid up, slid down again, and then up a fourth time. 4 diagonals in W. X has 2 diagonals, and this one is going to cross the other. There we go. Y has a small or a short sliding line at a short diagonal in this direction. There we go. I think we've got all of our diagonals done. All we have left are curves. So we've got all of the lines that are straight. They're now highlighted. Straight lines come to points. We can see at the top of our A, we have a sharp point. On our letters like E, we have angles or corners. Like the corner of a room is 90 degrees. The corners on our E's are also 90 degrees, as best we can make them. And then we have other pointy lines like in K. Oh, lots of different angles there. And in the end of our alphabet, we have lots of the diagonal lines, lots of those sliding lines that aren't going straight up and down, and they aren't going from side to side. They're sliding either up or down and from one side to the other. All right, let's do our C curves. Our C curves are the curves that are curved on the left side, our left side, just like the letter C. G has that same C curve shape. O has that C curve shape. There's a couple other ones. Q is the only other big C curve in our capitals. S has the mini C curve at the top. I think those are all of our C curves. Let's look at the back curves, the curves that come back the other direction. These ones are always the curves that we see on our B. A B curve, it goes on this side of our B, because if we get rid of the top part, it's now a lowercase b. But D has a big, great, big back curve. But if it was a small back curve, it would be a B, or you'd have to make it as a C curve if you want to turn that lower, if you want to make a lowercase d, you turn that lowercase c into a D. Let's see what other back curves we have. Oh, it has a curve coming back on this side. Usually though, we wouldn't start it at the top. We would have started over here, done magic C, and then continued all the way to close our letter where we started. P, we start at the top, curve. Q has a big curve on that side. R has a curve also on the right side. S has a curve on the back side or on the right side at the bottom. And I think we have just 2 letters that are not finished at this point. Those last 2 curves that we're going to highlight are bottom curves on J and on U. So this really shows us the different shapes or strokes that we put together to make our capital letters. We don't put them together in this order. We certainly wouldn't start our G by making a little line over here and then adding the other pieces. But this is really great for our eyes to look at and notice those shapes, those strokes, and think about how They are how we're forming our letters, so that when we're trying to make a vertical line, that we're practicing those vertical lines just like we have been and making them in the letters, even when we're using our letters in writing, and we're really focused on the writing and the content of it more than our handwriting. Anyways, I hope you had fun with this one. It sure makes a beautiful alphabet to be able to look at each of the different strokes by their color. I hope you had as much fun as I did. See you next time.